So this section, we're going to cover how to find out whether your project is in an eligible country, whether your organization is eligible, and some of the topics that we would be interested in hearing about for the Ocean Grants Programme. We'll also cover what kind of budget you can apply for. Oh, sorry. So for the community grants, these are grants that are up to £250,000, and the projects can last 1 year or more, but your last end date must be 31st of March 2029. So if you have a project that you want to last 1 year, that's fine. You may also have projects with multiple years, but the latest end date is the end of March in 2029. For applications, we're hoping to receive applications from local community groups and local organizations that are working in coastal communities. Your applications can be submitted in Portuguese, Spanish, French, and English. And your applications will be assessed on how well you can deliver local solutions to tackle marine issues, how you can increase the flow of local knowledge and then increase awareness of marine policy and decision-making, and whether you're helping to develop capacity of local organizations and communities. So just to point out here, if you have any questions, you can also reach out to our help desk in multiple languages too, so you can reach out and we'll reply to you in the language that you have written the email in. Okay, so for countries, eligible countries, your projects need to be based in official development assistance, ODA, eligible countries. And you'll need to be able to check that your country is eligible. So Yolanda's going to share a link in the chat to show where you can check this. We have on our application portal a PDF with a list of eligible countries. Your lead organization must be based in the country that you're running the project, the country of implementation. For the types of projects that Ocean will fund, Ocean is going to fund locally led projects in these eligible countries. And we are interested in a lot of different topics, but the key areas that you need to address is that you're achieving both marine protection or restoration and reducing multidimensional poverty. We are also looking for projects that promote capacity exchange and community empowerment and promote gender equality and social inclusion. We're looking for projects that will work at the local level and with organizations or groups that are in the country. And we hope that you can relate to one of the Blue Planet Fund's 7 key outcomes. And these are listed below. Now, it's not mandatory to relate directly to one of these outcomes. So feel free, if you have a project idea that doesn't seem to fit in here, you can still apply as long as it meets the criteria that I've mentioned above. So some of this key outcomes for Blue Planet Fund is looking at marine protected areas and other effective conservation measures, illegal, unregulated and unreported fishing, international and large-scale fisheries, solid waste and other forms of marine pollution, small-scale fisheries management, critical marine habitats for coastal resilience, and aquaculture. And for organizations that are eligible to apply, your lead organization, which is the one that leads and submits the application, they must be able to demonstrate that they're non-profit organizations. So these can include local community groups and organizations, civil society organizations, other non-profit organizations, non-governmental organizations or NGOs, and academic research institutions. However, the organizations that are not eligible to lead are government agencies, intergovernmental organizations, or private sector organizations. So this means that if your university is a government agency, you may not be eligible to apply, but please get in touch if you're not sure about this. So these organizations that I've mentioned that aren't eligible to apply as a lead organization, they're still eligible to work with a lead organization as a partner. So feel free to still collaborate with these kinds of groups. And if you're not sure, again, please reach out to us via our help desk. You can reach out in your language of choice. So moving on, just to cover who's eligible to apply. For the lead organization for community grants should be a small to medium-sized organization, and we define this as having an annual income under £1 million. And we'll cover this a bit more later in the session, how to assess how much you can apply for. But then we also are looking for local, regional, or national organizations that are registered in the same country as you want to run the project. Partners aren't required for this grants program, but we encourage it because it can really help foster good collaborations, and you can get the expertise and make it a bit more multidisciplinary. We really encourage having partnerships with local community groups and local organizations. It's very important for the UK government representatives to understand if UK funding is going to be spent in their respective project countries. So we really encourage you to reach out to your local British Embassy or your local FCDO post to facilitate conversations and raise awareness of the organisations that are working on the ground. So we really want applicants to community grants to contact and submit evidence of this engagement with your application. And this can be in the form of an email exchange, or it can be a letter from them, but either would be fine. But we do also encourage you to reach out to your local government or your national government for support of your project. But please make sure when you're doing this to give your relevant British Embassy, High Commission, or local government officials enough time to respond. So do this as early as possible. We recommend reaching out now if you have an idea for your project. And that means that there's enough time for them to feedback and learn a bit more about what you're planning to do